In the West, we have been taught that aging is a slow, painful surrender. We spend over $38 billion a year on gym memberships, high-tech supplements, and trendy fitness apps. Yet, by the age of 50, a staggering 80% of Americans report chronic back pain that dictates their daily lives. We are moving more in gyms, yet we are stiffer than ever. Now, look across the ocean. Japan currently has over 95,000 people living past the age of 100. That is more centenarians per capita than any other nation on Earth. But the real miracle isn't just that they are living longer, it's how they are living. Visit a park in Okinawa or a side street in Tokyo at dawn, and you won't see seniors struggling with walkers or clutching their lower backs. You will see 80-year-olds moving with a fluid grace that most 30-year-olds would envy. What do they know that we don't? Researchers from Harvard Medical School and Tokyo University spent years trying to find the answer. They looked at their diet, their genes, and their climate. But the true secret was hiding in plain sight. It wasn't about working out in the way we understand it. It was about 6 specific ancient movement habits, subtle actions so simple that Western doctors once dismissed them as too basic to matter. Until, that is, brain scans and joint imaging revealed something incredible. These movements don't just stretch muscles, they rewire the nervous system and decompress the spine from the inside out. Movement 1. The Shikodachi, the Sumo stance. We begin with a movement borrowed from the most powerful athletes in Japan, the sumo wrestlers. But for a senior, this isn't about combat, it's about the independence muscles. The Shikodachi is a wide-legged stance that forces your hips to open and your glutes to fire. By standing with your feet double shoulder width apart and sinking your weight down, you are performing a pelvic reset. Biomechanically, this pulls the tension away from your lumbar spine and places the weight-bearing load onto your largest bone structures. Japanese elders do this while waiting for tea or watching the news. Just 60 seconds of this stance daily strengthens the foundation of your spine, ensuring that when you walk, your back isn't doing the work your hips were designed for. Before we reveal these movements, we must understand why your back actually hurts. After 50, your body begins a process called biological freezing. Because we spend most of our lives in chairs, our hip flexors shorten, pulling our pelvis forward. This creates a constant microscopic tug-of-war on your lower spine. Your back isn't failing, it's simply exhausted from trying to keep you upright. Japanese elders avoid this freeze not by lifting heavy weights, but by engaging in functional stillness. They focus on the deep stabilizer muscles that Western fitness often ignores. Today, you're going to discover how to reclaim that freedom. You're about to learn the 6 movements that allow the Japanese to age without the burden of back pain. No gym gear, no sweat, and no pills. Just you and a few minutes of intentional movement. Movement 2. The Radio Taiso, the rhythmic flow. Every morning at exactly 6:30 a.m., a soft piano melody broadcasts across Japan on national radio. Millions of people, from school children to 90-year-olds, move in sync. This is Radio Taiso. It is a flowing 3-minute routine of gentle arm circles and side bends. The secret here is synovial lubrication. Your joints are like a car engine. They need oil to run without friction. In the human body, that oil is synovial fluid, and it only moves when you move. By performing these rhythmic, low-impact swings, you are literally greasing your vertebrae. It flushes out the inflammatory proteins that build up overnight, which is why Japanese elders rarely experience that morning stiffness that plagues so many in the West. Movement 3. The deep squat rest. In the West, the squat is an exercise. In Japan, it is a rest position. You'll see elderly men and women in their 80s squatting flat-footed while gardening or reading. This lost human posture is perhaps the greatest protector of the spine ever discovered. When you sit in a chair, your spine takes the shape of a C, putting immense pressure on your discs. When you squat, your spine naturally decompresses. It opens the sacrum and stretches the deep tissues of the lower back. A 12-year study found that those who could hold a deep squat for just 2 minutes had a 70% lower chance of needing assisted living. It keeps your ankles mobile and your knees strong, but most importantly, it keeps your spine young by preventing the compression that leads to sciatica and bulging discs. Movement 4. The Neko Washidachi, the cat stance. Now we look at balance. One of the primary reasons for back pain is micro-oscillation, the tiny, jerky movements your body makes when it feels unstable. If your balance is poor, your back muscles are constantly clenched to prevent you from falling. The cat stance involves placing 90% of your weight on one leg, while the other rests lightly on the ball of the foot. It mimics the way a cat tests the ground before pouncing. This movement reactivates the proprioceptors in your brain, the internal GPS that tells your body where it is in space. By spending just 1 minute on each leg, you are telling your back it can finally relax because your legs have regained control. Movement 6. The towel twist, tenugui hibiki, or the towel twist. Using a simple hand towel held at shoulder height, you pull outward and slowly rotate your upper body. This targets the thoracic spine, the middle of your back. Most back pain is actually caused by a stiff middle back. If your middle back won't move, your lower back has to twist in ways it wasn't built for. By using the towel to create tension, you unlock the rib cage and shoulders. It realigns your posture instantly, pulling your head back over your shoulders and taking the weight of the world off your lower vertebrae. Movement 5. The floor transition. In many Japanese homes, furniture is minimal. People eat on the floor and sleep on futons. This means a Japanese senior gets up and down from the floor dozens of times a day. This is the longevity test. A massive study from the University of Sukhumvit followed 10,000 adults and found that the ability to sit and rise from the floor without using your hands was a stronger predictor of life expectancy than blood pressure or cholesterol. This transition demands coordination, core stability, and motor planning. It prevents the core muscles from shutting off. When your core is awake, your back is protected. These 6 movements take less than 15 minutes a day. They don't require a gym membership, and they don't require you to be an athlete. What they do require is a shift in mindset. Aging isn't a disease to be fought with aggressive workouts. It is a flow that must be mastered with intelligent movement. The Japanese elders aren't doing these things to live forever. They do them so they can live well, stay sharp, and remain independent for as long as life allows. You are not behind. You are just beginning. Start with just one of these movements today. Feel the space opening up in your spine. Feel the strength returning to your legs. If you found this helpful, join our community by hitting the subscribe button. We are a group of active seniors proving that our best years aren't behind us. They are happening right now. Drop a comment below with your age and which movement you're going to try first. Your future self will thank you for starting today. Welcome to the journey of ageless wellness.